and Annika Sorenstam in our partnership with Bank of America.
How's it going?
I'm doing well, sir. How about yourself?
Doing good.
Howard.
I'm Justin Haydock.
Hey y'all, this is the Dirtbag Mechanic. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to explore what happens in the city of Louisville, state of Kentucky, when somebody steals $1,200 worth of services from a mechanic. Let's watch.
Doing well, sir. How about yourself?
Doing good.
Howard.
I'm Justin Haydock.
I've been using this gentleman as a mechanic for a little bit now.
Okay.
He's had my car for a hot minute.
All right, so we're going to address these claims one by one, such as this one. He's had my car for a hot minute. Let's explore that one. Now, despite the fact that it took a day to actually diagnose the car, this was the day that he actually made the deposit for the transmission, on the 19th. 7 days later, after he's asking me every day, has that payment cleared yet? That payment still hadn't cleared. It cleared on March 27th. In the meantime, I didn't know when the payment was going to clear, but obviously I couldn't order the transmission until I had his money, so I didn't do any other work. I didn't tear it down because the payment hadn't cleared yet. I'm not going to tear a transmission out of a vehicle when I only have one space available in a garage to do said work. Two, as I'm waiting for your money, I have to do other work if I can. I can't turn customers away while I'm waiting for your money. So I waited 3, 4, 5 days, and then finally I took on a job on a rear main seal around the 6th or 7th day. So I do the job, get it done, his payment clears, I get the transmission, and it has broken sensors and solenoids on it. So instead of taking the chance on anything else being screwed up, I went ahead and ordered another transmission. Because this is the kind of stuff that can happen when you order a used transmission. But that's the option that he was going with. It's the option I would go with. It's just one of those things that happens. So I had to order another transmission from the same company. They sent one over, and it was 3 more days wait. At this point, I'm pulling the transmission out. I end up seeing that he needs a front motor mount. So this is a liquid-filled mount. As you can see, there's the fluid. So we do that too. And because I'm having to tell him that there's these other things wrong, he's getting short-tempered and upset, as some people do. This is where he starts getting pretty rude and short-tempered because he doesn't like the fact that this is taking so long. I'm like, neither do I, dude. I try to remind him that it is your credit card payment that caused this job to take as long as it had, which is just another one of the many variables that can cause a job to take longer than it's supposed to. I tried to explain that to him. He wasn't having it. So unfortunately, while this person's being extremely rude to me, I know that if I don't get this job done, he's going to probably at this point sue me because it's getting to that point. And he asks if he can pay his balance with a credit card. And I said, no. I said, I'm not going to do that anymore. I said, I'm going to need you to bring cash because I'm not going to wait 7 days to get paid for a job that you need done right now and that you have no patience for, even though it was your payment that made this job take so long. It wasn't that you couldn't pull out cash, it's that you refused to. You think I didn't deserve it for the work that I did on your vehicle? I need to get paid when I'm done with the vehicle, when you pick up the vehicle, and I'm strict cash business now. So then, tell him I need cash. He texts me back. He's going to come and get this vehicle, whether he has cash or not. And this is where he called the police on himself, on me, thinking that the cops were going to make me take his credit card. And no, they're not going to make me. And this is where things got really screwy. I haven't had to disable somebody's car in fear of not getting paid in years because I don't take on those customers anymore. This guy I had done work for in the past, never expected him to just steal the vehicle out of my driveway, but he did. And according to the state of Kentucky, KRS 376.270, that's my security. Whether it leaves the lot or not, that vehicle is my security. I don't own it, but it's my security. That's where you go file a lien, like this officer says here.
So if I just go take my car right now, what's going to happen?
Well, basically, you'd put a mechanic's lien on it.
Problem was, I went to try to file my lien, And this is what I ran into.
That in the KRS? Please read that section to me. I will leave if you could read that section to me.
I know what you're saying, but you're misunderstanding.
You know what I'm saying, but
I was interpreting, so you're not.
it's not. You can't. No, it's not. Your job is not to interpret the law. Is your job to interpret the law?
So if you want to follow along and see how this turns out, I'll let you know they've already given a criminal summons to the customer in this case, and he has an arraignment coming up in September. So follow along and you'll see how it goes. And because I'm having to tell him that there's these other things wrong, he's getting short-tempered and upset, as some people do. So now every time that he needs something, I can contact him and I'm like, look, just pay for it over the phone. You're going to give me shit about it. I'm tired of this. Let's get it done. Anyway, that's my job. So if I see something wrong in your car while I'm doing a job, I'm going to tell you about it. Because if you find it later or another mechanic finds it later, they're going to be like, what jackass worked on this last? Who didn't see that? Or if a part fails, you're going to say the same thing. You just had this apart. Why is that broken? It's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't. So anyway, get the transmission done. Moment of truth. Let's see. She hadn't run in a couple of days. Boys and girls, it seems to be fixed. So now that it's done, I'm going to request payment in cash. So I did. I sent him a text. I said, I'm not going to take your credit card. All right. You've been extremely impatient. And the reason this job took so long was because of your credit card. And I don't want to wait 7 days to be paid for this job. So before you come, make sure you bring cash. And this was his response. Now, it wasn't that this person didn't have the money or couldn't get the cash. He just refused to do a cash advance on his credit card because he had planned on buying a new car here soon, telling me that he couldn't wait to get rid of me. I really don't think it really clicked with him that when I'm done with a job, I need to get paid for it. And this right here, where I'm going to take his credit card and like it. No, sir. In the business of criminal activity or theft of over $1,200 or $1,000, one of the elements that needs to be there for theft is intent. So by saying that he was coming to pick up the vehicle, regardless if I accepted his form of payment, meant that he intended on stealing the $1,200 in services from me. Not only that, he admitted it to the cops.
Or, I mean, if you have 1220 cash, or you can...
I have the message where he said...
But he can change his mind at any time and say, hey, I did work on your car, I want cash.
Can, legally?
Yeah.
It is. So,
Yeah.
So if I just go take my car right now, what's going to happen?
well,
Basically, you'd put a mechanic's lien on it.
I'll have to get on this on another video, but he's absolutely 100% correct.
And a mechanic's lien.
Even if I send him the money?
Now, everything is going okay until this other officer interrupts and says that it would just be a civil matter. And as soon as he says that, you can kind of hear the first officer kind of groan, like he knows he's full of shit. That's not correct.
you're getting into civil stuff that doesn't concern us. That's all stuff where you need to talk to your attorney. And everything about, and like, you know, what if I do this? What if I do that?
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one, bud.
I'll see you all in the next video, and make sure you pay your mechanic.